Hi everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and today we have a special review for you. That is a Sandspeeder, a Target exclusive set. This set will be available both online and in Target stores on November 26th this year. So that's pretty cool. We're so glad that we got it early. Thanks Target for sending this to us. And also for this video, before we jump to the review, there's a giveaway. Target has sent us this $50 gift card, so you guys can win this. You can join the link below, the Gleam.io link for the giveaway. You can complete some social media actions to gain more chances, and that will be a perfect gift for you if you're looking for some Lego sets. $50 can be yours to spend in any Target store. So thanks again Target, and now let's jump into this review after the short time lapse from our live stream. And here is the Sandspeeder set completed. I thought it was more of a recolor in the first place, but after I've seen it build, it actually is not. Well, we have some other shapes that differ this guy from the classic Snowspeeder that we had in many Hoth sets. This one has, for example, like some fins on the wings that differ it, a lot more stickers, and overall, of course, the tan color scheme. Plus, it comes with the water evaporator thingy, the thing you see on many sandy planets in the Star Wars universe, especially Tatooine and Jakku. This set is placed on Jakku, by the way. So let's check this ship in more close-ups. This set was very surprising release, and many people asked how does it really differ from the Snowspeeder? Well, those guys are the same model of a vehicle, but they do operate on different environments. So first thing we know that they actually had speeders in sandy environments like Jakku or Tatooine. This one comes from Jakku. And the main difference you see is that it has some different shaped wings. As I mentioned, those fins make him look a bit more sleek, a bit more speedy, better. This thing is lacking. The size of those sets is pretty much very comparable. You can see the scale is prevailed among those two. The thing that's missing, of course, is the tow cable. While the Snowspeeder had the tow cable to get onto those AT-AT's legs, and remember this was a utility vehicle, so it was using this cable not for the AT-ATs mainly, but for towing cargo pretty much. This one is lacking, there is no such thing in the back. The engine radiator in the back looks very similar. I think this even looks better using those modified pieces instead of just grills like here. And overall, I just like the look of the Sand better for some reason. Maybe because like this guy was like used so many times, including a UCS set, that it's very nice to see something much more unique and just much more fresh in the world of Lego Star Wars. And I like the color combination of tan and dark tan too, pretty much a lot. The only thing that keeps baffling me, however, is that they still keep using those stud shooters for many sets. I just don't like the piece. I'm pretty sure Lego can come up with something better than a stud shooter. It's just something that's not very appealing to many Lego fans. You keep losing those studs and just this doesn't work that well pretty much very often. And they just keep using it as the back turret. I think there are so many ways you can do the back turret to look better, but they still kept going with this stud shooter version. The canopies are pretty much the same mold for the windshield, the canopy, but the print on the Sandspeeder is in tan, so that's a different color here, whereas this one is gray. The thing also I don't really like about the new Sandspeeder is that the part that connects the cockpit, the front canopy with the back canopy is not very solid. You can see it's very easy to snap off unless you don't want to like open it up fully like that. then you're gonna have a hard time opening just this part, because if you even push it, it's really easy to break off, and that's not a very particularly good design in my opinion. This whole area here is just like too little of a connection point, too little of a studs connection point, and the back also serves not very well as a connection point, so I just really don't like it. I think this was a bit better design, the previous one with like a second tile holding this. It's not still very sturdy, but it was a bit better, so this is somewhat of a downgrade. The bellies or the undersides of those speeders are very similar in shape, but the technique used here is a bit different. This one is a bit sturdier because of using the Technic parts to create the shape, which makes it much more swooshable in that matter, whereas this one was using, oh, there's a piece missing here, I didn't notice that, but this one is using those hinges to create the shape, which sometimes can just snap off. There is not the case in this one. Also, the stud shooters, the spring loaders, sorry about that, the spring loaders are more in the back on this guy, which is a bit better looking if you look from the front of the ship or from the back. They're just a bit more hidden, whereas this one has those guys in the front, which makes them a bit more exposed and not very good looking in my opinion when you look closer to it as a model rather than a playset. So I think it looks great from the top, but when you see the bottom, the spring loaders are pretty much a bit too much exposed. The Sandspeeder also has some storage area in the back, which was lacking in the previous set, and this one can hold a single blaster pistol in the back or any other cargo you may carry. It also seems to be a bit more combat ready version because of the lack of the tow cable and just the turret in the back with a dedicated gunner. So I guess this one is designed more for combat rather than maintenance / cargo functions. Overall, I do like this set, a few quirks here and there, but the previous one was also not perfect, so nothing to be too worried about. I like the color combo again with the dark tan and light tan connecting in many good places, and overall the dark grey theme for the guns and some armor pieces works very well too. Stickers do work well, and especially again those things here are probably the best part of the set, giving the most of the looks. The two minifigures included are just generic pilots for the Resistance, but they are exclusive in terms of prints and even the helmets, so that's pretty cool. We're getting more into the collection of Rebel or Resistance pilots. The Sandspeeder pilot has a really cool Rabbi helmet with a lot of awesome prints on the sides. Still, I think LEGO is making the best job with those helmets for the Star Wars pilots, and so far the series for this year had some amazing helmets already. Also, we have a print for the jumpsuit and the life support systems. That's always detailed, and this does not disappoint. I think the tan is for the gloves on her hands, and also there is a print in the back showing a lot of details. So that's pretty awesome. Two-face expressions with the headset printed and some straps for the helmet. Overall a really good minifig and still a Star Wars worthy. The Sandspeeder gunner also comes with a new helmet, I mean the new print for the helmet that is, and yep, keeping it really cool. The print for the torso and his legs is the same as the previous minifig, very detailed as you guys can see. Still the tan gloves, and the two-face expressions also include his headset, the helmet straps and this cool looking visor. So cannot complain about those minifigs, they keep the high quality among all the other Star Wars pilots. The play accessory in this set is this water evaporator. That's a really simple but good looking build. You can see those things on many desert planets in the Star Wars universe. We've seen them first on Tatooine, now we see them on Jakku. And this one has a play function, so it's a pretty simple knockoff function that you can probably hit with the Speeder's spring-loaded shooters. I think this set is just meant to be showing like a training session of those guys on Jakku, where they try to hit those water thingies for a unknown reason with their blasters. So that pretty much works. You can just knock it off and it just goes about like 30 degrees angle, and then you can just pop it back off. Nothing too fancy. Overall, even though it was kind of a surprising release for a Star Wars set, a Target exclusive just appearing out of nowhere, it's a pretty decently spent $30. Good set for the minifigures and the good giveaway from the original Snowspeeder design. The Sandspeeder hopefully is something that we will see on screen in the upcoming, as of this recording, Last Jedi movie, and I hope to see it in some combat situations to be used differently than it was used on Hoth. Well, we'll see how it goes, but for now, this set is a Target exclusive $30 and gets you a pretty decent play value. And that is it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can always leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. The Sandspeeder is gonna be again a Target exclusive. And remember to join the giveaway for a $50 Target gift card. That's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, join below. And thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I'll see you again on BrickVault.